Update. The following video was produced when the now defunct ex-Prime Minister of New Zealand was in power. Dare I say the words out loud? Jacinda Ardern. But now she's gone, done a runner, and left the shipwreck to another activist to skip her, namely a wolf in sheep's clothing, Chris Hipkins. Please now listen to the video and substitute Hipkins for Ardern. Thank you, Wangari Tim. How to bribe the New Zealand media. How to brainwash your mind. Most of you will have heard about the $55 million bribe the failing Jacinda Ardern Labour Party government used to keep the New Zealand news media silent on many issues that were detrimental to the government's divisive socialist ideology. The $55 million bribe comes from the Public Interest Journalism Fund. News organisations have a source for guidance on how they should include Maori and Treaty of Waitangi issues in their organisations and reporting. Please download this document, the full document if this subject interests you, as follows. Download the document, Google Te Tiriti Framework for News Media. I can't put this actual link in the description because YouTube doesn't allow it, but you'll get this big long-winded looking thing, cloudfront.net, and it's a PDF file and it will download. It's several pages, but you should download it and read it if the Bribe network appeals to you. If this sort of far-left woke socialist government nonsense interests you, download the document and go for it. But this is what's going on behind your back. Some document samples. Now I can't pronounce half of these words, so you can sort of read it as I go along, but this framework is grounded in the Treaty of Waitangi and mass media obligations to Maori as blah blah blah. These are instructions to the media. Mass news media organisations need to consider, explore, build on and implement this framework in ways that show commitment to blah 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 blah. This blah 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 blah. Maori have never ceded sovereignty to Britain or any other state. And goodness me, you have to go download and read this, but it's basically saying we have to answer to Maori. This is in English, so I can read this. The New Zealand news media. Because of the failing Jacinda Ardern Labour Party government's disgraceful bribe of $55 million to silence the Kiwi media, many New Zealand reporters are now nothing more than a bunch of third-rate op-ed writers. What a shambles, what a disservice to the New Zealand public, what a bunch of misinformation, disinformation, scam artists some of them have become. And some press outlets even have the audacity to charge you to read their crap. Take a look at New Zealand television. They spend half their time speaking dual languages, of which the vast majority of people don't understand. But hey, that's what the Jacinda Ardern government wants, that's what Kiwi taxpayer money buys. Viewer beware. Serious announcements have been broadcast from time to time via television using random intermittent mixed dual language, English and Maori, which could ultimately affect human safety and life. Yet many Kiwis, plus visitors and tourists, have been left blindsided as to where the news reporter was referring to. Such reckless behaviour and stupidity defy imagination. In this stupid, destructive world that seems to be evolving, if anything needs to be cancelled these days, it's the loony, far-left, woke media. Thank you, Wangari Tim.